We have a Judd G here, a financial expert, and today we are talking about trying to set up or start building a solid financial plan. Sometimes for people, even like myself, it gets so overwhelming that sometimes you kind of just put it off because you can't wrap your head around it. But you're here to kind of help us. Perfect.
Thanks for having me on again.
Absolutely.
I tell you, I get so excited when I leave. My telephone's ringing and people are texting, so your audience is real. My wife and I are building a house.
Okay.
And so one of the first things that you probably want to do is pick an architect and a builder, right?
Right.
But then the next thing you do, can you imagine it? You know, they're grading the land and then they're putting the bricks down for the foundation.
Right.
Right? And then those are, you know, estate planning, tax planning, retirement, and goals based.
So those are your basic.
Those are your basic
foundation.
That's right.
Okay.
Then you kind of get to level 2. You're going to start, you know, framing up your walls. Over estate plans, you got wills, trust, insurance, tax planning. Great to have a good CPA, maybe an attorney.
Okay.
Goals based would be like educational savings, or even starting to save for a house.
For college and things like that.
Correct.
Right.
Yep. And so, you know, we're starting to, you know, continue to build the walls. You might have a family, start thinking about insurance, term life, more of a revocable living trust.
Okay.
Whether a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA might be better. A tax-free 529. Coverdale ESA.
Okay.
Right? Okay, and then we're going to start, you know, stacking it up here. We're going to start putting the windows in.
Okay.
Maybe some more permanent types of insurance like whole life, more technical trusts like a charitable remainder trust, irrevocable life insurance trust. You start thinking about guaranteed income because not everyone has a pension these days.
Right.
So
right,
annuities
yeah.
Can do that. Maybe you're starting to think about that intermediate term. You're saving for a second home down at the beach, up in the mountains. College is probably on the horizon,
right.
maybe in the horizon.
Right. This is all stuff that, but this is the, you know, if you're just getting started, you got to worry about this stuff first.
Absolutely.
Right?
Build that foundation.
Okay. All right. Now, this, again, it's so stressful. I mean, how can a financial expert help with this?
Yeah, I think they can be the architect of your plan. You know, what's important to you? Where do you want to end up? Is it RVing around the country, traveling internationally? You know, also we can help say, okay, do you want to wait till full retirement to take your Social Security? Or do you want to start that early? What does that mean to you?
Yeah. How can people, I guess my question is, how can people educate themselves? Because even for me, I'm a young guy, but even for me, it's stressful because it's like you don't understand what these things are, and it's like, well, what's the best move? What would be your advice for people of trying to educate themselves?
Sure, I think there's a lot online now. Of course, we can look in there and not do a Roth IRA versus a traditional. Should I take the deduction now or do after tax
right.
and then let it grow tax-free for life? You know, do I need, you know, talk with a CPA? You know, what's the best methodology for me? Should I maximize my 401k or is a Roth IRA going to make sense? That type of thing, you know. There's great planners out there, great architects that can help you, attorneys setting up a will or, you know, building that foundation
right.
for the estate plan.
Yeah, so you want to get help. I know it's confusing, but, you know, you guys, they are here to help this, and obviously it can benefit your future. Again, thanks for coming on and joining me. We're going to put this segment up online, your information as well. It's confusing
One other
stuff.
thing.
Go for it.
I want to thank my wife for taking our plans, our dream house, and making that into reality.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. We will be back
Ben.
after a short break.